Questions like this, guys, which require us to use trigonometric graphs to find exact values of trig functions, have been coming up more and more in recent years. At first, they're pretty tricky to get your head around, but once you've got it, they're not too bad at all. Let's have a look at this one. The question says, use the graph to find the values of cos 90 and cos 270. We've been given this graph. The graph is y equals cos x. We see that it starts up at 0, 1, comes over to 90, 0, 180 minus 1, 270, 0, and back up to 361. We need to find the values of cos 90 and cos 270. The graph is for y equals cos of x. So we need to find the value of y when x is equal to 90, and the value of y when x is equal to 270. We can come over to the x-axis, come to the value of 90, and then y is equal to cos x. We need the value of y at this value of x. What is the value of x when, what is the value of y when x is equal to 90? The value of y is 0, so cos 90 is equal to 0. Let me write that in. Cos 90 is equal to 0. Now, what about in the case of 270? We come over to 270 in the x direction, and we read across to the value of y. Again, we can see that this is actually on the x-axis, so the value of y is equal to 0. Again, we can say that cos 270 is also equal to 0. Now, just to make this clear, what about, guys, the value of cos 180? We go over to 180 in the x direction. We go down to our graph and we read across to the y-axis. We can see that this would be lining up with -1. So we could say that cos of 180 would be equal to -1. That, guys, is how we read values from our trig graphs. What we have to do is find the value in the x direction and read over to what the corresponding value is in the y-axis.